The bruh. My name is Richie Willis, who I be. Bruh. Bruh. My name is Richie Willis, who I be. Bruh. Bruh. My name is Richie Willis, who I be. Bruh. Bruh. She really is who I be. Bruh. Bruh. She really is who I be. Bruh. Bruh. She real is who I be. She real is who I be. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another podcast of Vibes and Views, y'all. I am your host. Once again, C Real. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. All right. This week, I planned on talking a little bit about homelessness. Now, I can tell you for one, I myself has been homeless a number of times. And I want to thank Yahshua for not making me. I was homeless, I guess, but I didn't have to stay in my car. I didn't have to sleep on the sidewalks, and I didn't have to sleep on the streets. But you see a lot of that nowadays in especially in the city of Davenport. And before you start judging people, I want to say this: that a lot of people are homeless, even if you don't think you're homeless. And the reason why I'm clapping to that, because after I say this, a lot of y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. If you're staying in some place or staying with somebody and your name is not on the lease and you don't pay any of the bills, then you homeless. Y'all heard me. I'm gonna say it again. If you are living with someone, your boyfriend, your mom's, your dad, whoever, and your name is not on any bills or not on the lease, then you homeless. Yeah, them was shots fired, y'all. So that being said, let's talk about this. Let's jump right into this. I don't know what's going on, but it's like, Davenport used to be a good place to live. And that's one of the reasons why I moved from Rock Island over here, because it seemed like it was just a whole lot better over here. The grass looked greener, as they say. But man, it's just every time you ride downtown, now it's starting to look real, real different. I mean, we was used to seeing the people all outside of the highways and the bypasses, begging for change and all that stuff. We already know what they doing. Most of them is just hustling. Most of them hustling. We know that. But I'm talking about the people that are actually homeless, the ones who are living outside and staying outside. You can tell because they have these big bags of clothes with them or shopping carts, full of stuff. Their whole lives are in that one shopping cart. And you can see them posted up in doorways downtown and sleeping on sidewalks and stuff like that. And it's really sad, y'all. I mean, I really didn't start seeing this until just recently. But I've been to a lot of other different cities, and I guess it was normal there to those people because they were just walking right over to people like it wasn't nothing. People laying like in Vegas, they laying right down on the strip in the sidewalk on the sidewalk sleep. Why hundreds and thousands of people just passing by and people just act like they didn't exist. It was crazy to me, cause and I had never really seen that before. You know, but I was in Miami one time, and there was just this guy laid out almost in the middle of the street, and shoot. last time I went to Tennessee, there was people just laid all out by the bypass. They just laying there in the middle of the street, almost in the highway, and I'm like, wow, man, we don't really see too much of that at home. But these last couple of months has really opened my eyes to, yeah, we got the same problem that everybody else got now. We got homeless people galore everywhere, and partly is because of the state of Iowa and the Republican Party that runs the state of Iowa now, especially that Kim Reynolds lady. Man, Kim Reynolds is on some stuff, y'all. She really is. If she is an avid Trump supporter, she's turning down grants for needy families to get food assistance during the summer, and kids who that's probably their only meal. I mean, so is this who we really want in office representing us as the state of Iowa? I mean, people like that just so she could prove a point? It's crazy to me, y'all. I don't understand it. I really don't, you know. But that's just me about this. But this is not part of Proposition 2025. This is just something that they've been doing. It was a pilot program that they put out, but it's still, I guess it is part of 2020 Project 2025, where they have been taking money from public schools and using it in private schools. Now, you got to ask yourself this: why would private schools need public school money when they're already getting paid? They have to pay all these tuitions and you know all this kind of stuff to go to private schools anyway. So they are taking money from our kids who already don't have anything, and they're giving it to these entitled rich people, I guess I could say, uh, giving it to these entitled rich kids so they can go to school. I mean, that should infuriate you even more. You know, I don't know. That's just me, man. That's just me. That's just how I think about it. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody else got their own little. You got your own little comments about it, or the way you want to think about it, or however you want to put it. But that's just me, and hey, that's just how I feel. Public schools should have public money. If they want to do it that way, they should start giving some of that private school money to public schools. Yeah. Yep. Those are shots fired, y'all. Those are shots fired. But back to this homeless situation. Um, I know a lot of other people understand what I'm talking about, especially if you've been in Davenport for a long time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now you see people everywhere downtown just laid out, man. It's crazy. And we're not here to judge those people and how they got there. Because like I said, at one point in time, I was homeless too. I've been to a shelter, you know, and there's a lot of other people out there that have too. But they probably won't admit it. But yeah, I'll admit it. Yeah, I've had to stay at a shelter before, and it was of my own doing, and it had nothing to do with drugs. It had nothing to do with alcohol. It just had to do with some bad decisions that I made in life by trusting some people that I shouldn't have put my trust into. And that's part of life. That happens, you know. But I moved on, and I came up, and I'm in a better place because of it, you know. And these people out there, they need help, you know. Instead of looking down at these people, we should be trying to find out maybe how they got there or what put them there, and maybe see if we can do something to do some good for them or something, or find out if there's anything we can do to help them out. You never know. You might be able to change somebody's life. Just you saying something nice to that person that day. I mean, I'm not saying you got to pick them up and, take them to your house and, you know, feed them and bathe them and clothe them and, all that stuff. That's not what I'm saying, because we all know that's not going to fix the issue. It's not going to be fixed today, but we can be a helpful soul to somebody who's out there struggling. That I can and I will say. What can we do to fix it? I don't know. I think we need to, first of all, though, I really do think we need to change who we have running the state of Iowa, because we all know that Iowa is a Republican state, and Iowa gonna be Iowa. But the way that they have these programs set up right now, it used to be where you could get a decent amount of help in Iowa. Now it's so hard to get help with utilities and you know people that need disability, that they're denying on these false claims that they're making up. It's hard for people to survive here, and they're acting like you're taking from them when actually they're taking from you. They're the ones who line in their pockets and getting away with it. And that's just like hypocrisy at its best. Yep, yep. Find some more shots, y'all. So what I want to do is I want to see if anybody gonna hit me up or comment about any of this stuff that I'm talking about today. You know, I would really love to hear from some of y'all, to hear what y'all got to say, or hear, what's your thing on the subject. Maybe we come up with something that we can help out some people. It takes community, but all it takes is just that one spark, and it could go on to be something more than just what you thought it was going to be. A small spark could start a big movement or a big fire. Yep. That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts on it. And moving on, moving on. We about to move on to something else, y'all. Okay. Yeah, let's move on to something else. So I was thinking about doing a topic, and I'm still doing a lot of reading on this. But I wanted to do a topic about black people and religion, because we all know that black folks got a lot of religion, and part of that comes from slavery, because it was beaten to us and it was instilled into us in order to control us and keep us docile. So, I mean, religion is going to be religion, and there are people who are going to believe, and there are people who are not going to believe. But I myself, I truly think that God didn't mean for people to be slaves. So why would it be in the Bible? So I mean, I've just been thinking about stuff like that. But I'm reading these books, and I'm trying to get a better understanding on things. Uh, and when I am more versed on these books, then I will come up with a topic and talk about it, and really hit on some stuff and see what some other people were saying, because knowledge is power, and if you have enough knowledge, then you can have enough power to change your thinking and other people thinking in a positive light. That is, not in a negative light. I ain't talking about that. Not talk about that at all. But I see my time here is running down. I'm only gonna do about 15 minutes on this show because I got to get back to my reading, get back to my studies, and hopefully I'll have some people that you know what I'm saying, that follow me and want to hear what I have to say. So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and keep on rolling with your boy. And I'll see you on the flip side, y'all. Yep, I guess that means that's the end of the show. And I will see y'all later. See real over and out, baby.